All right, hey guys. So I thought we'd take a small break from doing the junk journals today, and I'd show you really quickly how I make these little books. They're very, very easy. You don't need much supplies for them, and they're super, super customizable. So that is the one that we put in the journal last week. These are just, I'm not sure exactly what they are, but they're like little art cards with some words on the back that I picked up at the dollar store. I think I got a pack of 50 of them for 75 cents. So very cheap, very inexpensive. So this is 2.5 inches. So 1.25 inches is going to be the center point. So I know that I want to measure out from there. These, you can tell I kind of messed up with the stitching on that one. These ones are ones where I used 3. So just a little 1/4 inch for the binding there. And then you can, like I said, customize it. So this one here, I think I ended up doing another 1/4 inch for this one, but you'll see that it also has a little closure. So you can use more than one, you can use 5, you can do, this one's kind of similar to like the, what's it called? The watercolor lap book we did. So depending on how many of these you want to glue together, you can make it as big as you want. I'm gonna do the really simple version of it for you guys today. And I think for this one, we'll go a little thicker. So we'll do 1/2 inch. So remembering that the 1.25 is where the center is, you're gonna measure at the 1. And at the 1.5. Okay, and that's gonna give us 1/2 inch for the center. Now, I noticed when I was doing these ones, the first batch that I did, that you can kind of, I don't know if you can see that or not, you can kind of see behind the fabric, because I'm just using really cheap fabric for this, but you can kind of see through it. So to make that less of an issue, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to cover it in white gesso before we add the fabric. So if you wanted to, you could actually just paint this and not add the fabric at all. I like adding the fabric just because it makes it a little more sturdy. But yeah, you absolutely don't have to. This is completely customizable, so do it however you want to. What I'll do with the other ones, the ones that you can see through, is I will probably paint on these ones. That way, you know, you're not going to see through to the other side. So the next step is going to be to cover it with a cloth. So, here. These are just scraps that I got from Hobby Lobby. You can use really anything. And I just want to make sure that I cut around and I leave enough space to be able to fold this over, because we're going to glue it down on the sides right here to help cover up the edge. It just makes it a little bit nicer. Okay, so if you wanted to, you could just keep painting on this and use it the way it is, but what I'm gonna do is I'm actually going to attach this with glue, and then I'm gonna do some stitching around the sides. I do not have a sewing machine. All I have is my needle and thread. And it takes me quite a while to do that. So I'm not going to make y'all watch that. What I'm going to do is grab one of these ones that I already have stitched up. This one. Yeah, we'll go with this one. So I'm not worried about any little pieces of thread sticking out or anything like that. These are handmade items, so I don't want them to look completely perfect. But that is a personal choice. If you want to, you can be a lot cleaner than I am about it. But once it's sewn like this, I just choose a paper that I want to be the inside of the cover. Here I just used a cardstock. Where have I put my ruler? I don't know. That is a good question. This is what happens when you're working on 10 projects at once. Okay, so I know that I want it to be about 5 inches by 3 1/4 inches. So 3 1/4 by 5. Oh, I did forget to mention, if you wanted to do like I did on this one here, where I embroidered this little design on here, you want to do that before you add the cardstock here. Let's just hold that down for a minute so it gets a nice good adhesion. Yeah, you want to do that beforehand so that way the cardstock on the inside will cover it. I'm not going to be doing that with this one. This one, because it is one of the ones that you can kind of see through, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to put a layer of gesso on the top of this one. And then probably use like my acrylic paint markers or something to decorate the front of it. And then there's the little outside of your book. Cute, right? So I'm gonna go ahead and gesso this one, and then we can decorate this one and go ahead and put the signature in it. So there are fairly endless possibilities for this. You can paint on them, you can sew on them, you could collage on them. You can do whatever you want with them. But they just make really cute little inserts for junk journals, or even just a little journal, you know, someone throw it in their purse. Easy to carry around and doesn't take up too much space, but you got a little bit of space to write some notes and stuff. And I just think it's fun. So hopefully you do too. Just scribbling, making it look kind of like someone's written something on here. I think I am going to put a little bit of Distress ink on here. I think I'll go with the walnut stain. I was thinking about doing some flowers, but now I'm not sure if I want to. I kind of like the way that looks, just the way it is. I can use a little bit more ink here. I do have these buttons, very cute buttons. See, we've got butterflies on the inside, so let's see if we can find one with the butterfly. It's a rooster. I have to use that for Rob's. Oh my gosh, look at the owls. I love them. Okay, sorry. I'm a big owl person, guys. My boyfriend's aunt is a huge fan of roosters. Look at that. That is so freaking cute. I'm gonna have to use that for something for her. I really like this one. It's got the Eiffel Tower on it, but that's okay because this is like, it's got like passport and stuff in here, so that's fine. That'll work, right? Maybe I'll just do a stamp on the cover. How about that? And I have to do this when my boyfriend's at work, or else he thinks I'm a crazy person talking to myself in the basement. Do I want to put a stamp on it? That is an idea. Someone told me to do my stamps this way instead of smushing the stamp down in, and it's been honestly amazing. I don't know how I never ever thought about that before, but it's so much easier to be accurate this way. So, okay, hopefully that's good. Fingers crossed this is gonna work. I've not tried this before, so. Deep breath. I'm also by no means like a stamper. I'm not great at stamping, although I did, let's see if I can find those, have a lot of fun making these little labels. So see these little labels, aren't they adorable? I got this idea from, I think it was the Creative Cove on YouTube. If I can, I'll try and remember to link her in the description. But yeah, so, okay, let's see. Oh my god, it worked! I shouldn't sound so excited, but you know what? Sometimes you just get excited. What can you do? Oh, I think that's adorable. Now I want to put more stamps on. Endless possibilities, guys. Look at how freaking cute that is. Okay. And I have these. Aren't they cute? Okay. We're gonna give it a specimen number. Because why not? Guys, I'm an awful sewer. I cannot tie knots in a good way. I'm just not great at that. So bear with me here. I will attempt to do this as well as possible. You know, every single one of you that can sew is laughing at me right now. I am just not good at this, guys. Ow. I've managed to stab myself every time. It happens every freaking time. Okay. That, if I wanted to, I could take this and pull it around here. I think it might be too thin to be the closure though. 2, 3. I mean, it works. So let's do that. First, which direction did I go with this? I don't know, but okay, it's in there now. It's never coming off. That's just where it lives now. I don't know. I don't know which direction I did that. Okay, there we go. Okay, I want to tie it off first, so let's get rid of the sharp pointy thing so I stop stabbing myself with it. Alright, so next step is going to be to get the signature. You can use any paper for this. You can use scrap papers, you can use fabrics, you can use vellum, you can use tissue paper, although tissue paper is very thin. So if you're going to do that, I recommend doing it on the inside. I do have like this one in here. This is a watercolor paper. This is just regular copy paper. Got some vellum in here. This one is lined on one side, grid on the other. And then it just goes through them again. Yeah. All right, I am back. I just grabbed a couple of scrap pages lying around the studio. I have absolutely tons of them. You can use literally whatever kind of paper you want for this. And it doesn't have to be perfect. Some of these have like torn edges and stuff, and I'm totally okay with that. If you want it to be cleaner and nice and neat, you know, perfect and everything, then measure them all out, cut them all up. That's just fine. I do not mind having it a little bit messy. So if you want, you can hold this in place. If you want this to be exact, guys, measure it. That's a totally okay thing to do. I do not care if it's a little bit of a mess. It's okay. It's okay if it's not perfect. I am not going for perfection here. I like the handmade look. That's what appeals to me about these. So there you have it. We just got to tie that off. And there we have it. And in this one, I used actually, there's some craft papers, some little scraps and stuff, computer paper, a music sheet, pretty designs and stuff. So you can literally use whatever you want in here. Do it however you want to do it. Look, I put the butterfly in upside down. I'm not even mad about that. So then we can wrap that around. That off. And there you have it. You can add little charms like I did on this one. You can add some lace and stuff. And these are super, super easy to put together. I know it seems like it was a lot, but it's really, really not. I make things look more complicated than they need to be. And I have, you know, just sat in front of the TV and glued these down and put fabric on them, started stitching them up, and now I'll be able to make all these cutesy little journals. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Please make sure to like and subscribe, hit the bell, ring, so that you are notified when I put out new content, and leave a comment below, guys, if there's anything else you'd like to see me do, and I'll see what I can do. All right. Thanks for watching. Bye.